Hey, roll one on ones up. Hey, shut it up. She watching. Fuck with me. I'm off the meter, up in Club 10, standing on the speakers, throwing bands in this bitch face. Blessing like a preacher, amen. Amen. Yeah. I'm off the meter, up in Club 10, standing by the speakers, throwing bands in this bitch face. Blessing like a preacher, amen. Yeah. Amen. I'm off the meter, up in Club 10, standing on the speakers, throwing bands in this bitch face.
Yo, my bad. Yo, what's going on, world? It's your boy Pete Cuff with the BrainSrfin podcast. That music right there by my homeboy Sonny Gucciani. Look him up, man. He on all platforms. The song title is Cheetah. He got plenty more Northside Minneapolis stand up. But today I want to come and talk about the NBA playoffs as far as how I feel about how it's going so far. My brackets is all messed up with the Lakers going out early. Brooklyn going out was actually a good thing. That helped my bracket to look a little bit more accurate. I picked a few teams. Well, one team in specific that I figured might not do what I was hoping they would do, but the Knicks went out first round. My bracket's all messed up. So I'm going to speak a little bit about how I feel about the playoffs and kind of go from there. So first and foremost, I feel like injuries are messing the playoffs up. It's really messing the playoffs up. I mean, if you look at the Lakers and Phoenix series, the two games that Phoenix won, the two games the Lakers won was when AD played like AD. Game one, he came out, he didn't play aggressive. It's kind of a common thing for him to come out like that, but then step it up as it goes on. That's exactly what he did. In the next two games that he played, I mean, they won it. He looked great. And LeBron filled in. The other little players did a little bit. Not much, but they did a little bit. It wasn't much help outside of LeBron and AD. Once he was hurt and done for the series, and even the game he tried to come back, once that was set in once that was set in stone, I figured the Lakers would get put out, even with LeBron, because he didn't look 100% either. So that alone changed the playoffs as far as the Western Conference. And then you got Kawhi who went out, but PG stepped up. He didn't do the whole playoff P thing. He actually stepped up and held it down, and they beat Utah, which was a little surprising to me, a little bit. I thought Utah would win that series 4-3 with both teams being healthy. So when Kawhi went out, in my head, I knew it was over. Utah had it when it didn't go that way. So I wouldn't say injuries messed that up, but further along in the playoffs, if the Clippers continue to move, because they're in the conference finals now, if they win this series and get to the championship, the NBA finals, that Kawhi not playing is really going to hurt them. If he's still out, and it looks like he's still going to be out. So that alone, I mean, that just kind of messed the playoffs up. And then you got, even with the Brooklyn situation, they were banked the whole year. So I don't look at it entirely the same. I feel like they should have been expecting at least one of those guys not to be there. And then Harden came back and he obviously wasn't 100%. So that takes away from that series, even though I wanted Brooklyn to lose the series anyway. But that takes away from the series, I'd rather see all teams healthy. But Bucks won 4-3. I had it going that way, and that's how it went. What else we got? No paper on that right now. So I got so right now, who you got? Let me look right here. Make sure I got this right. I know we got Phoenix. They're up on the Clippers right now, 1-0. Let me go back a little bit more. Jamal Murray not being in the playoffs changed the whole playoff look for the Denver Nuggets. We all know that. Like, I feel they would have advanced past the first round and past the second round possibly if they had Murray. You know what I'm saying? And that's with a healthy Lakers team. I could see that team even beating a healthy Lakers team. So I already had Denver and LA being really the top two teams in the West with the Lakers winning the West. Now I look at it and I'll say Phoenix has it. But yeah, I'm looking right here right now, and yeah, it's Phoenix and it's the Clippers. Clippers lost game one. No Kawhi, no surprise. Even though Paul didn't play. With both of those guys out, I think most of us would assume the Clippers would win that game. But Phoenix Suns once again surprised us all. And I'm actually liking that. Chris Paul at this point, LeBron James is out. It's only two people left in there that in the playoffs that I look at like I want them to get a ring, and that's Giannis and well, it was Embiid too, but he's out now. So Giannis and Chris Paul. So between the two, I have to go with Chris Paul because he got the heart and the drive. Giannis he disappoints me a lot. Just being honest with you. So yeah, I got it's crazy, man. Like Kawhi's out. So yeah, I have Phoenix winning this series. I want to say 4-1. I do. But they can't let them young boys do that. Chris Paul or not. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say Clippers get 2 wins. You know, I really feel it's gonna be 4-1. But just as I want to make sure I'm right, and I can see Paul George going crazy 2 games, and maybe Man give him 1 game, and whoever else, you know. So I'm gonna say Clippers lose that series 2-4. Yeah, Phoenix wins that series 4-2. Phoenix have a lot of scorers, not just shooters, but guys who can actually get their own bucket. You know, like Crowder can semi get his own bucket. Chris Paul obviously get his own bucket. Cameron Payne get his own bucket. And they got a few other guys who, you know, even if it's little stuff like, you know, catch it, not have the shot, take a dribble or two, and then shoot, pull up, whatever it may be. They have guys who can score, whether it's catch and shoot or create their own bucket. So yeah, man, Phoenix got that. On to the NBA Finals, right? And then on the East, we got the Hawks and the Milwaukee Bucks. Look, the Hawks been playing really good, man. And honestly, I want to say they're gonna win the series. I do. But once again, Giannis cannot let that happen. And Drew Holiday, his first chance to be in the NBA Finals. Brook Lopez, all these guys, Middleton, I don't see them letting that happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say the Bucks win that. I'm gonna say 4-2. You got Drew, you got Giannis, you can kind of Middleton. You got guys that throw bodies on Trae Young, how Philly did, and that did affect Trae Young, who only shot 32% from the 3 against Philly, something like that. But Ben Simmons free throws, if he would have shot at least 50%, they would have won that series. So that's a big reason why they lost. Joel Embiid had a few games with 8 turnovers. You know, played a part, of course. But all in all, I would say a lot of that goes on Ben Simmons. And Milwaukee doesn't have that problem. You know, I mean, Giannis doesn't shoot great free throws either, but he shoots them better than Ben Simmons. And he can't shoot mid-range or anything else that good, but he will actually take the shot and make some of those shots. So, yeah, I can see Milwaukee winning that 4-1, 4-2. I'm going to give it to him 4-2. And in the NBA Finals, I'm going to come back and touch on that because I want to see how these two teams play in the Eastern and Western Conference Finals and then come back to it. But off the top of my head, once again, man, Giannis, this is kind of your year at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of have to win this year because after this year, I don't see it happening with Brooklyn being who they are, with Atlanta being who they are. You know what I'm saying? Other teams are coming up. Philly is going to be better. I don't know what they're going to do with Ben Simmons. I wouldn't want to trade him. But you got to figure something out because him and Embiid together isn't the best thing. Like this year, Embiid went crazy MVP status because y'all really put a bunch of shooters and let let Embiid have that paint and really be able to do what he want to do down there. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I feel like that worked out like that. But in the playoffs, it's not the same. Defense has changed. They have more time to key in on you and what your team likes to do. And when your team like Philly with a point guard who can't shoot it all, it's a little bit easier to make a game plan against that team because there's one guy who won't shoot any shots. Like no, he doesn't even drive the lane to score. He's just all passing. Like you seen a play where he caught the pass. It's under the hoop. Only guy around him was Trae Young, who's 6 feet. Ben Simmons like 6'10". He didn't go up on him. He passed it off to I don't know how to say his name, number 22. And he went up, got fouled, made 1 out of 2 free throws. And then you see in the post game, Ben Simmons Joel Embiid basically said that he feels that was a turning point in the game. And before he said it, he said he don't know. I don't know how to say this, but I feel like the turning point of the game was when we had an open shot, but it was passed up, and then we ended up getting 1 out of 2 free throws instead of getting 2 points off the open shot, which was that exact play. It got some truth to it. You know what I mean? Like, I do believe in momentum. You know what I'm saying? And stuff that can kind of kill a team's pride and stuff like that. And I also feel like, as a pro, you can't let that stuff really get to you like that. But I understand it. So yeah, man. I got Milwaukee winning the whole thing at this point. I wouldn't be super surprised if Atlanta won that series 4-3. But I'm going with Milwaukee because I feel like they have to win it. It's too many guys on that team who this might be your one shot at it. Giannis is very young, but I'm just saying as far as why he's in his prime and the main guy. Because when he gets older, he only has 0 or 1 ring that will come from this year. When he's 30 years old, 32, I can see him teaming up with somebody and go ahead and try to get another ring. You know what I mean? But until then, this will be his only chance in my eyes. But yeah, quick little episode, BrainSrfin, man. I want to get on here and just go over the teams that are still in the playoffs because the predictions I had, they're all not accurate. And the teams I said would be in their conference finals aren't there. So, I don't want to do it again. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of prediction, let y'all know I know what I be talking about, even when I fuck up. I mean, players fuck up too, right? But anyway, we're going to give you one more little song by my homeboy, Sonny Gucciano. Sonny Gucciano, my bad. But yeah, one more track. This one's called Dip. And it go like this.
Whip it up in a microwave. I can whip it in a microwave. What the fuck I need a stove for? I can whip it in a microwave. Like what the fuck I need a stove for? And I can whip it in the microwave. Like what the fuck I need a stove for? And I can whip it in the microwave. Like what the fuck I need a stove for? Price so good, feed promo. Whipping line up, no Romo. Money so long, it can't go. Line at the door, I got stains, bro. Sonny gotta get they way, no. Gotta keep moving cause they slow. Tell them what's wanna win the lane, though. Cause I'm cooking up shit about rain, bro.
Brand new white Louis belt, look like baking soda, take it off the shelf. Grab a fan and let it air dry, take it out the presser, that's a square pie. All day we selling cocaine, little defense, I'm hugging both lanes. Speeding fast, you in the slow lane. Real niggas, we don't know lanes, yeah. Paris gon' turn it up. Chop hit the block, now they froze them up.
Look, once again, it's your boy P Cuff with the BrainSrfin podcast, and we out this bitch. Yeah.